Hi there, it's Peggy McColl. Welcome back to the Morning Money class. Are you someone who is punctual? In other words, if you make an appointment that you arrive on time or even early? I remember years ago hearing about Vince Lombardi, who was a coach, a football coach, a very famous winning football coach. And he used to say to people that if I set a time for an appointment, I expect you to be there 15 minutes early. And for him, that was kind of like a rule that he abided by. So if he booked an appointment at 2 o'clock, as an example, he would be there at 1:45. And he just found that it really helped him. It helped him in his career, it helped him in his life. And I'll never forget that, learning about Lombardi time. Lombardi time meaning 15 minutes earlier than your appointments. And I've sort of lived my life by that. And I'm one of those people that's either early or definitely on time. Now, I'm not saying I'm never late, but it would be extremely rare that I would ever be late. Now, what does that have to do with the morning money class? What does that have to do with prosperity? I find that people that are tardy, that people that are non-respectful of time, who just consistently show up late, it's because it's a habit. That's the way they live their life. So my suggestion is create a new habit where maybe you're living on Lombardi time, or even if you get into a new habit of being not only punctual, but perhaps arriving a few minutes early. It's just simply respectful. I know that in many cases, in people that are in business, if they are consistently late, they lose business. Think about somebody who's in a service-oriented business. If I ever did that with my clients, like I am hyper punctual with my clients. If I have an appointment with a client from 9 to 9:30, I'm on that phone usually a minute or two before, and then I'm wrapping up by that hour so I can get on my next appointment and call that next appointment. But I have found that not everybody lives like that, and therefore they lose business. I remember many, many years ago going to a hairdresser, and every single time I went to that hairdresser, they were late. It got to a point that I felt that she was not respectful of my time. And maybe she was, but it was just the way that she was. Now, if you think about somebody who's consistently late with their appointments, they probably end up getting backed up. Think about a dentist. Speaking of dentists, one of the reasons why I switched dentists is because I used to go to the dentist. I went to this dentist for more than 20 years, but my dentist retired, so somebody else took over. Well, this new dentist that took over was always late. Now, I didn't do that for too long before I decided, you know what, my time is valuable, and I'm not going to sit in a dentist chair or a dentist waiting room to just sit there and wait. So there was one time I asked the reception, I said, is this going to be much longer? She's like, I really don't know. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to leave, because I had already been waiting a long period of time. It's happened on many occasions. I remember going to get my nails done one time, and I was sat there, had an appointment, and ended up sitting there for 35 minutes. Do you think I went back there again? No, absolutely not. Now, I'm not saying that it's costing you in a big way, but I bet it's costing you. I know it's costing. Now, you may not be that person. This message may be something that you're going, yep, Peg, I get it. I know what you're talking about. I'm just like you. And maybe you are. And if so, great. Because what I find is that when you are someone who's punctual, or you're somebody who arrives early, it's really a respect. It's a respect issue. It demonstrates your respect. It demonstrates your respect of time. It demonstrates your respect of the other person's time. And I find that whatever we put out, we get back. If we're disrespectful of others, well, we're going to get disrespect right back. So my suggestion for you today is to really think about that. Maybe start a new practice of living on Lombardi time, 15 minutes early. And I'm not saying I live my life on Lombardi time, but I definitely live my life either being early or bang on time. Same thing with whenever I do my events. If I tell my clients that we're starting at 9, we start at 9. If I tell my clients we're going to finish at 4, we finish at 4. If I tell my clients we're going to be breaking for lunch around noon, we break for lunch around noon. And I've been in those events where it's supposed to start at 9 and you're sitting there at 9:30 going, where's the instructor? Or they tell you it's going to finish at 5 and you're sitting there at 6:30 hungry and grumpy and you want to get out of there. It's just little things that make a big difference. Little things that make a big difference. So that's my message for you today. And of course, have fun with the time thing and the time issue. And I will see you in the next Morning Money class.